Journal Record Editor Ted Streuli joins us to discuss stories making headlines in business this week. Ted, Oklahoma City is having difficulties recovering a large sum of back taxes. What's that all about?
Well, about 9 months ago, the City Council did some things to make it a little easier to collect past due taxes from merchants. And recently, they sent out a number of letters to a sample population of delinquent businesses. The problem is that almost every single letter they sent out came back indicating that the businesses were no longer operating. So that 17 million out there uncollected, much of it may remain uncollected.
A Tulsa-based instrumentation and control manufacturer will soon be expanding. Who's the lucky company?
It's called Precision Fitting and Gauge. They're now spread out over about 2 acres on South Joplin Avenue in Tulsa, but they're taking over 8,000 square feet in an East Tulsa industrial park. Well, they'll have warehouse, a shop, and some offices.
A new oil and natural gas company has cropped up in the northeastern part of the state. Who are they and where will they be operating?
The company is called Bright Horizon, and it'll be an exploration and production company. They're starting really from the ground up. They've got $300 million in equity capital from a company called Denham, and they will be exploring and drilling here in the Mid-Continent as well as East Texas, Southern Arkansas, and Northern Louisiana.
Bixby is enjoying a small construction boom. What's going on there?
Well, it's not so small. They're actually getting 4 new banks that are under construction now. There's a new supermarket, a Sprouts, that's opening soon. Andy's Frozen Custard, which is big in Missouri, will be opening its first ever Oklahoma store. There's a Come and Go under renovation and several civic projects that are also getting some construction money. So really significant growth for a small town like Bixby.
Good for Bixby. A new report shows that Oklahoma offers better than average savings interest rates. Why is that?
Well, what we found out, you'd think that interest rates in these days of electronic funds would be pretty stable around the country. Oklahoma's are clearly higher after a survey of 4,000 banks around the country. And as we talked to the experts on that, they said that really interest rates are driven by regional cash fluidity, that cash doesn't really move around the country like you think it might. So it's local supply and demand.
Okay, Ted, what are you working on for next week?
You know, there's a bad smell in the air right now in Osage County. It's some leaking hydrogen sulfide gas, and neither the Bureau of Indian Affairs nor the EPA has agreed about who has to deal with that gas leaking from some wells there.
Interesting. Have a good weekend. Thank you, Ted.
My pleasure to be here.